Hello, hello, it's me making another video, another vlog, break from the Isaac content, just walking home after going to Life Labs, which, is usually you take blood, but instead I had to do a breath test where I had to breathe in a tube. They collect the sample, and then I have to drink this citrus water. And then after 30 minutes, I have to breathe in a separate tube, and then they compare to see if I have Helicobacter pylori. I could only take sips of the drink, so that was a bust. I don't know. This fucking gut issue is a pain in my ass, sometimes literally. Fucking missing out on a whole bunch of stuff, like a date and work and now camping. I gotta cancel that fucking camping trip. Yeah. Life in luxury and yet complaining about things he's missing out on. No, I'm still happy and I still love everything. It's just, sometimes things get annoying in this privileged life. Yeah. I don't know, we all have things that come up that annoy the fuck out of us. And yeah, we just gotta go with it, This is the way that the universe has ordained things to be, so who am I to get angry at the way of the universe? Our actions are not our own. I don't believe in free will or anything like that. I believe we need to take responsibility for our actions because we are autonomous beings that have consciousness and that can make decisions. And we need to take credibility of our decisions, but in the end, everything that was meant to be, everything that has happened and will happen is always meant to be. Yeah. I don't know. Some may say my ideas of lack of free will and still having to make smart decisions for ourselves. Still having to make smart decisions for ourselves and taking responsibility are incongruent, but life is much more nuanced than the seemingly contradictory ideas that seem on the surface level impossible to mend. Or maybe I'm just stupid. I don't really care what people think of me. Says the person that cares so much. I don't know, think whatever you want. There's no way of finding out what I actually think. There's no fucking way. So, everyone has to make their own decisions for themselves. What narrative they choose to believe based off of what they know. I've told honest truths many of times and have been called a liar. Yeah. I bet you've had similar circumstances. Yeah. I don't know. It's just the way of life. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not really angry at anything right now. I'm just at peace, Life is so big and so complex, I can't control it, so there's no need to worry about what I cannot control. Just need to live in this exact moment, sense everything you can sense, take control into your immediate actions. Yeah. What else can you do than take immediate action wherever you're at? I don't know. I don't know. Do I look good or do I look like shit right now? My squinty eyes sort of makes me look like shit. I don't know, man. And this whole like dating thing, it's like my soul is so fucking pure. Like, I don't know. Maybe with my whole spiritual, philosophical ideas, maybe the universe wants me to stay pure. The grandiose idea is like Jesus, but I'm not that much of a narcissist to compare myself to Jesus, even though other people have. No, I'm fucking far from it. Far from a fucking saint. Yeah. But yet so very pure and innocent. Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm the most open-minded, non-judgmental person you'll ever fucking meet. Very kind soul most of the time. There are moments where I do like to hurt people, and I do like it when people hurt me. So I'm not fucking perfect. It's human, all too human. Perfectly flawed in every way. Yeah. I like to say right now that I live in a paradox of good-looking guy that achieves the bare minimum that girls talk about now, where it's so tough to. Hi, how's it going? Yeah. It's so tough for guys to achieve the bare minimum of kindness and gentlemanness, and that I'm both good looking and I surpass the bare minimum. Yeah, I'm still single. How do you solve these two contradictory ideas, this paradox of life? I don't fucking know, man. I'm socially awkward as shit that I'm a guy that's kickstarting his life, starting to fund my beginnings, whereas people have been doing it sometimes. A lot of them have been doing it their whole lives, and a lot of them have been doing it since high school. And I'm just like going after what I want now, so no doubt that girls look at me and my current life situation and swipe left. This guy doesn't seem like he has much potential to provide. Yes, this is at least my current working model as to this paradox. Yeah. Part of me thinks I just need to keep putting myself out there, and the right one will happen eventually. With enough experience and exposure, enough people, I live in a perfect spot for, well, not perfect, but I do live in a pretty good spot for more social exposure. Yeah. Maybe not good enough to find people that are on a similar wavelength as I am. No, those are rare unicorns. Yeah, I don't know. there's more to life than thinking about me, and my love, my non-existent love life. Yeah, no, I do think about my friends quite a bit, especially my good high school friend. Yeah, she's gone through way too much in her life, and she's a tough cookie. We really admire that. You know, I'm not gonna say anything here about what she's been through, because that's her own business to share. But she's very brave, and she's resilient. Yeah. So lucky to have that inspiration and influence, and she's such a kind soul too. So you know who you are. Thank you. Yeah. I don't know. And last week when my gut was hurting quite a bit at work, and it felt like my flesh was being eaten from the inside. Part of me was fantasizing about cancer and hoping that it's cancer so I can die, so I can finally rest. But then I just thought about, like, there's still so many people here that I need to serve. There's so many people here I need to help. I cannot die on people right now. I mean so much to so many people. And if I die, that just weighs so many people down. It's like there's gonna be a bit of a depression among, like, a whole area of people, and I don't want to see that. No, I don't want to see that. See, I live not for myself. No, fuck that. I live for other people now. I live to serve others. Yeah, because there's nothing else for me to do here. You know? I don't really know where the fuck my life is going. Forever, it feels like it's been going nowhere. It's just been running in a circle of self-sabotage. Now I don't know where the fuck it's going. I just want to point it in a direction that helps people. You know, that's what I find wherever I go. There's always some small way that I help people, especially taking the bus everywhere. Usually find one or two people every time. Yeah. Oh, sorry. You should have seen the dogs. They're super cute. Super cute and white. You know, white is the cutest color. No, that's not true. But you could say that as a joke. Yeah. I don't know. This is just life. Yeah. I don't know. It's really great to see that I've really unlocked my spiritual side without the assistance of drugs, because lately the most spiritual I've been is when I've not been on mushrooms or cannabis. It's quite incredible, actually, getting into these flow states, these serene, mystical states. Yeah. I don't know. It's quite nice, especially when you can find it during very tough times. that's when you need to really rely on it, or really put it into practice. And so when you go through tough times, can you develop that mental acuity to bring it forth, to just, for whatever you need it for. Strength, calmness, contentment, acceptance. Yeah. Whatever it is. Yeah. I just really hope anybody who is watching this video, they're able to find some value in what I'm saying, and find some pleasure, some relaxation in this, So, man, we're all just fucking human. We all need each other, whether we like it or not. We all just need each other. Human race wasn't built upon individuality. It was built on collaboration. We need each other. That's why relationships are so important, is because it's in our whole DNA, is to bond with each other. And when you don't feel like you're bonding with anybody, that's a terrible pain. It makes your life feel worthless. And you feel alienated and depressed. Because nobody understands you, nobody gets you, no one sees you as an individual, no one sees you as a human. Yeah. That fucking stings deep. Yeah. That's why you can be so alone in a crowd of people with friends and family if they don't see you who you are. They don't see you as you. They see you as something else that you don't identify with. Yeah. For me, the issue has always been not that there was, especially among like peer groups in schools, people didn't see me as me, and I feel accepted. And friends and family didn't really see me how I saw myself, didn't really understand me. But there was always love out there for me with my friends and family. I've been raised just by my 3 older sisters and 2 parents, isolated from the rest of the family due to family drama that my parents wanted us to get away from. Yeah. And then always had a very small friend group. Yeah. If I even had a friend group. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just grateful that I see that there's love around me, and I feel like there's so much love and support around me. And a lot of people see me as some of the parts I view myself. So I feel accepted, validated, understood in many ways. Yeah. I don't know. I think a lot of the themes of my life, themes of all of our lives, runs true wherever you are, whatever ethnicity you are, whatever gender you are. It's just human condition. Yeah. 'Cause we're all biologically very similar. So very similar. A lot of us, we live so very similar lives, and you know what? That needs to be enough to bond each and every one of us, is that we're all biologically nearly identical compared to everything else around us. Yeah. And we all live in this modern world. Yeah. So please come together. Don't judge each other. No. We're just a product of our biology, and then our biology being shaped by all these influences in the world, all these external ones. A lot of them become internal. Like, for example, microbes. Microbes are neither good nor bad, but the once external ones come into you and now are part of your internal biology that then shape you as an individual. It's all just a flow of energy that's being shaped out of our control. Who we are is not our fault in the end. It's just science. It's just physics. What it all comes down to is that we're all just products of physics, because we live in this physical world. You know? Maybe metaphysics has a role in this. I don't know. I'm just going off of the model that I know, and I think it has a beneficiary end to it. However flawed it might be. Yeah. I don't know. We all have to determine our own truth. You know? I don't believe that there are many absolute truths that, of theoretical ideas, of course, about how things work, and, you know, life is messy, life is complicated. That's why early philosophers, you know, pre-scientists, that were dissuaded from measuring the real world, because the real world is messy. A lot of experiments that you do, for example, temperature, it's not the same with every single experiment because of microclimates and, you know, variations of the substance that can alter the results however slightly. Yeah. Yeah. It's one thing that you need to understand with science is that, yes, there are things that we can define in life. You know, you can define species, but when it comes to defining like a whole lineage, you know, like when does a species stop becoming that species? You know, that's very tricky. You know, Neanderthals. Many major anthropologists believe that Neanderthals can be classified as Homo sapiens because we're able to breed with them, and that we still have their DNA inside of us. You know, they weren't subhumans, they weren't pseudo-humans, they were just humans. They were like a different race. Doesn't exist, by the way. It's ethnicity. It's something that the anthropology textbook wanted to make it very clear is that what we view as race is not race, because that's a larger biological gap than what actually exists in the world. It's actually just ethnicity, because it largely comes down to minute changes, like small changes. That's what minute means. In bone structure and skin color, you know? The melatonin content in your skin is just different. And of course, many other things, like different ethnicities have different shaped, like same shape, but like somewhat like slight deviations in the structure and chemistry of their different organs, you know, to suit their environment better. I don't know, man. I think a lot of these ideas are controversial and new to so many people. Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm just spouting my truth out there. Take it or leave it. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like sometimes this is just all a daydream. That whole life is just a daydream. Yeah. Feels like so many times, every single day. Sometimes, well, every single day, it largely feels like I wake up as a new person. I wake up for the first time, and yet my soul is hundreds of years old. Yeah. Like, at least in my body, it feels like I'm learning to use my body again for the first time, even without injury. My soul keeps leaving my body, or isn't fully attached, and so it's always learning how to use it again. I don't know. Cause every day I wake up, then I start to break up, lonely as a man without love. Every day I start out, then I cry my heart out, lonely as a man without love. Yeah. You know that song? A Man Without Love by whoever the fuck. Yeah. Great song. That got really catchy in my head after watching Moon Knight. Yeah, I know. So, anyways, you'll see me in the next video. My face is always on these vlog videos. I'm the star of the channel. Bye.